Welcome back to Trillium Talk and our continuing coverage of the 2025 Ontario provincial election. It's election eve and the parties are getting last-minute visits and handshakes in today before the province heads to the polls tomorrow. Charlie Pinkerton, reporter at the Trillium, is on the road with PC leader Doug Ford and joins us from Oldcastle, just outside of Windsor. Charlie, Doug Ford has a busy schedule today that started where you are in Oldcastle, and he held some media availability. Was the message the same today as it's been through this entire campaign?
Yeah, Scott, pretty much. Today, in this final day of this very long, for those of us who have been traveling around, winter campaign, once again, the PC leader was very much driving home the point of the fact that he thinks that voters should re-elect him and his party because they are the best suited to protect Ontario. That's really been his message this whole time. He started his campaign here in Windsor, right next to the border with the U.S., because that's really what he's been trying to make this vote that'll be tomorrow about, which is, threats from the U.S. There was something interesting that he did say today that was sort of in reaction to the latest tariff news that we've gotten out of the U.S., which is it's unclear if President Donald Trump is going to implement them on, I think, March 4th, as he said. That's already been an extended deadline. So the PC leader today, Doug Ford, talked about how, Trump's unpredictable. And so his party is best suited to sort of steer the province through those uncertain waters.
All right. So where does Ford go from there? What does the rest of his day look like?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, it is busy, so I got to reference some notes here. So where I am is at the LIUNA Training Center in Oldcastle. LIUNA is one of the sort of big union supporters of the PCs. So he started things off here. Next up, he is swinging to, we're told, Tecumseh, then London, St. Catharines, Hamilton, a lot of visits to sort of manufacturing facilities there, and then ending the day in the riding of none other than Ontario Liberal Party Leader Bonnie Crombie of Mississauga East, Cooksville, where, to put a cherry on top of this PC campaign, Doug Ford will be meeting, we're told, with members of the Polish community. And Bonnie Crombie herself is proudly Polish. So that's quite an interesting way for them to end their campaign.
Yeah, so Charlie, all of that certainly cannot be by coincidence.
No, absolutely not. Doug Ford, in the last election, there were two leaders who resigned two other party leaders who resigned on election night. That was Andrea Horvath, Stephen Del Duca. If Bonnie Crombie doesn't win her seat in Mississauga East, Cooksville, she will have some decisions to make. I think Doug Ford's really looking to force some of those decisions.
All right, let's talk about the schedules of Bonnie Crombie, Marit Stiles, and Mike Schreiner. How are they spending the last day on the campaign trail?
Yeah, so they all have busy days as well. And so, once again, I will refer to some notes here. So Bonnie Crombie this morning, probably while we're speaking, actually, Scott, is in Oakville. Then she is going to Mississauga, and then will also be in Hamilton. That is a bit of a theme here today. Marit Stiles, meanwhile, is in the riding of Toronto-St. Paul's to start things off. That's a riding that they would like to keep. They have a really close race with the Liberals there. Then she is going to Niagara Falls, specifically the riding of Niagara Falls. One of their MPPs there could tomorrow be the only remaining non-PC MPP in the Niagara region, but we'll have to see. And then she will be doing a couple stops in Hamilton and then going to York South Weston, which is was the riding where Michael Ford, the Premier's nephew, held. He's not seeking re-election. He had unseated a NDP MPP in the last election. That same former NDP MPP, Faisal Hassan, is running again for the NDP, so they'd really like to pick that up. And then Mike Schreiner today, he is spending the bulk of the day in Kitchener Centre, which is the riding where the Greens added their second seat just over probably about a year and a half ago in a by-election. So the Green MPP seeking re-election there is Aislinn Clancy. And so Mike Schreiner's there to help out with a final push.
All right, the miles are certainly getting racked up on this final day. There's Charlie Pinkerton, reporter at the Trillium, joining us from just outside of Windsor with PC Leader Doug Ford today. For complete Ontario election coverage, be sure to check the Village Media outlet in your city. Become a Trillium Insider today at thetrillium.ca. And, of course, watch Trillium Talk every weekday right here from the campaign trail with our team of reporters at the Trillium. That's all for today. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Election Day for all of us at Village Media. Thanks for watching.